Busy, busy, busy. That's what it's like this Monday night in the cave. We've got 9 games for you to enjoy. Let's not waste any time. My name is Andreas Sachinko and you're watching Daily KHL Update. We begin our journey in Shanghai, China, where Kunlun Red Star hosts Admirals in the second game of the back-to-back series. Admiral won 2-1 in the shootout 2 days ago. Mike Kinnan is still 1 game away from his 100th career KHL win. Pick it up from the second. Dragons on a power play. Gilbert Brulé fakes a shot, drives to the slot. The puck slides over to Jesse Blacker, and he rifles it home past Igor Bobkov. Kunlun take a 1-0 lead. Midway through the period, home team gets another man advantage, and they convert on it as well. Gilbert Brulé gets his second assist of the night as he feeds Wojciechowski for a wicked one-timer. It's 2-0 Kunlun now. The Sailors get a goal back before the intermission. They score on a power play as well. Victor Alexander pots it on the rebound for his 8th of the year. 2-1 after 40 minutes of play. And early in the third period, they bring it back to even. Victor Alexander pickpockets a bad pass by Nikita Klistov, gives it to Dmitry Saistov, and Saistov beats Magnus Hellberg with a wrist shot. It's a 2-2 tie, and this one will go to the shootout again. Victor Alexander scores the win in the third round, and Admiral gets the extra point. Alexander scores 2 goals, 3 points, and 2 shootout winners, and Admiral win both games of the back-to-back series in China. 3-2 is your final on this one. We travel across the continent now, where Jokerit face Lokomotiv in Helsinki, Finland. The Jokers just ended their franchise record 15-game winning streak as they lost in St. Petersburg, and Lokomotiv are looking to get their first win in Helsinki in KHL history. We go to Hartwell Arena for the action. It doesn't take Loko long to get on the board. Local fans get to see a familiar face as Brandon Kozin completes the tic-tac-toe play for his 5th of the year. Kozin scores a power play goal in his former team, and it's 1-0 Lokomotiv. 2 minutes later, they double their lead. This time, Kozin draws an assist as Patrick Contel snipes it home for his 7th. Detroit Red Wings prospect Alexander Kadekin picks up his 2nd assist of the night on the play. Short after that, the Jokers score on a power play, but the goal is waved up immediately. Their save stick was way too high. No matter, just a few moments later, they get a goal back as they score one that counts. The Danes get it done. Captain Pat Regin gives the puck to Niklas Jensen in stride, and Jensen sends it in off the pipe. Late in the period, Lokomotiv restore the 2-goal margin with another power play tally. Staffan Quammel hits the net with a huge blast from on top of the circle. Patrick Contel and Jakob Nakladal with the assists. 48 seconds into the next period, the Kid line improved Loko's lead to 4-1. Alexander Polunin sends it along the rim, Igor Korshkov centers it, and Pavel Kraskovsky scores from the doorstep. That's the first goal of the year for this Winnipeg Jets prospect. Jokerit don't give up though. Late in the period, they get another man advantage and they get another goal out of it. John Norman pots his 6th of the year on the rebound to make it 4-2. Moments after that, Pavel Goldov gets his 3rd minor of the game and 2nd in a row. Jokerit go back on a power play and L.A. Tolvanen scores his 12th goal of the year to bring the Jokers back to within 1. But that's as close as they can get on this one. Alexander Sednitsa makes a marvelous glove save on Simon Lepesto's cannon of a shot. Lokomotiv stays out of the penalty box in the 3rd period and walk on to a 4-3 win on the road. This is their first win in Helsinki in KHL history. We go to Bratislava, Slovakia now, where Slovan defend the ice against Dynamo Moscow. There's no scoring in the first, so we'll go straight to the second. Home team has a man advantage and they convert. Oldeganov tucks it home on the rebound. The puck was loose the whole time after Andrei Mizarish's blast from the point. Dynamo tied up with a power play goal of their own a few minutes later. Vladimir Brooklyn one-times it home from the hash marks. But just over a minute later, Slovan get their lead back. Zach Wojciech scores his 1st goal of the year in person Slovan jersey. In the last minute of the period, Slovan improved the lead to 2 goals as former Dynamo player Lukas Korspar scores his 1st goal of the year as well. It's 3-1 home team after 40 minutes of play. Dynamo make it a 1-goal hockey game midway through the 3rd frame. Andrei Kotekin finds the back of the net with his signature drive from the point. It's 3-2 now. The blue and white pulled their goalie for the extra attacker late in the game, and Slovan bounces on the chance. Lukas Karspor scores his second of the game on an empty net to wrap up his first 3-point night since January 2016. Slovan win 4-2 on home ice. We're now in Riga, Latvia, where another Dynamo Riga challenged Sibir. Mix Industries is in, but Alexander Salak is not dressed for this game. Let's see how it's gonna pan out. We dive straight into the third in this one. Dynamo on a power play. Danny Christo picks up the puck at the right wing, aims, shoots, and scores. Danny Christo nets his 6th of the year, Industries draws an assist, and Riga goes up 1-0. Late in regulation, they get another man advantage and they capitalize on it as well. Ansi Salmonov drops down low, gets the puck from Danny Christo, and beats Alexei Krasikov 5-0 for his 2nd of the year. Dynamo lead 2-0 with less than 3 minutes to go in regulation. Game over, right? Well, it's not. With less than a minute on the clock, Patrick Zacherson flies into the zone, splits the D, makes a cross-ice pass to Andrei Sigurov, and Sigurov cashes in. It's a 1-goal game now all of a sudden. Sibir pull Krasikov for the extra attacker, and they tie it up with just 9 seconds remaining to play in the period. Patrick Zacherson comes to the rescue again. He scores his 7th, and it's a 2-2 tie. Overtime, Miklas Redlex carries the puck in, feeds Brandon McMillan in front, he digs, and he's robbed by Alexei Krasikov. That save is made and the puck stays out. These two will go to the shootout. Alexander Bergstrom outplays Yanis Kalinic in the 5th round, and now Mix Industries has to score for Dynamo to keep it going. He doesn't. Alexei Krasikov makes the key save and Sibir win it in dramatic fashion. Sibir scored 2 goals in the last minute of regulation and take it 3-2 in the shootout. We're going to Moscow now, where Spartak play host to Boris. The red and white score first on this one. 30 minutes in, Alexander Koklachev skates to the office, makes a smart pass to Artem Podchendyalov, and Podchendyalov sends it home past Henry Carlson. 1-0 Spartak. With less than a minute on the clock, they score another one. Lucas Rydal wins the battle for the puck in the corner, feeds Ben Maxwell on open ice, and Maxwell wires it into the back of the net, barred down. That's a Rinky loves to hear. 2-0 Spartak after 20. 4 minutes into the second period, Boris get a goal back. And Braden finds the puck in the slot, takes a quick backhand shot, and beats Alexander Pushkov on the glove side. It's 2-1 now. Midway through the period, Spartak get a man advantage. Lucas Rydal dishes it to Dmitry Kalinin, and Spartak captain sends it in with a dart from the point. Home team leads 3-1 now. Less than 2 minutes later, Boris get back to within 1. And it's Matt Braden again. He springs up for a breakaway and scores his 2nd of the game. It's 3-2 after 40. 7 minutes into the third period, Braden completes his first career KHL hat-trick to tie it up. Darren Dietz and Lyndon Bay with the assists. This one is tied at 3s. Shortly after that, Boris almost grabbed the lead. Belgaj Laov drops it from Jordan Southorn. Southorn shoots from on top of the circle. Trishkov has a piece of it. It keeps going, and Trishkov has to reach for it to cover it up in the blue paint. It goes to overtime. Slava Lishenko carries it in on an odd-man rush, goes for a shot, and that's a snipe! Slava Lishenko ends it with his 4th of the year. For the 2nd time this season, Spartak win their 3rd consecutive game. They take it 4-3 in overtime. And now for the pièce de résistance. In northern Moscow, Red Army meet their nemesis, SKA St. Petersburg visit the capital. It's all great early in the first 40 minutes of play. Early in the first period, Andrei Svedlakov bumps into Andrei Zubarev, and he has to leave the ice to get some medical attention. Midway through the second period, Svedlakov is back in action, and he gets a minor for a high stick-in. SKA go on a power play. Slava Voinov makes a long pass to Ilya Kovalchuk. Kovac gives it back to him. Voinov shoots, and it goes in. Slava Voinov opens up the scoring with his 4th of the year. Moving on to the third, and that's when it really picks up. 6 minutes in, SKA with another man advantage. Pavel Datsyuk feeds Ilya Kovalchuk in the high slot, and Kobe one-times in home to make it 2-0. 2 minutes later, Nikolai Prokhorkin shields the puck, makes a last-second pass to Kobe, and Kobe nets his 2nd of the game. First thing he does is give him proper credit to Prokhorkin. Meanwhile, SKA lead 3-0. 3 minutes later, Red Army get a man advantage of the round, and they make it count. Andrei Kuzmenko rifles it home from the left circle. The puck goes in and out. They count it after a video review. But less than a minute later, the Magic Man restored the 3-goal margin. Maxim Karpov feeds Pavel Datsyuk on open ice, and Datsyuk finds his target on the stick side. It's 4-1 SKA now. Shortly after that, Ivan Telegin finishes off the great dish by Alexander Popov to bring Red Army back to within 2. They go all in, pull the goalie for the extra attacker, but that leads to nothing but another goal by Ilya Kovalchuk. Kovy celebrates his 6th career KHL hat-trick, and SKA St. Petersburg beat their arch-rival again. This time they win 5-2 on the road. And there's a few more scores to tell you about. Ilya Mikheyev scored late in regulation and Avangard beat Torpedo 2-1 on the road. Severstal scored twice in the second period and beat Ugar 2-0 on home ice. And finally, Alexei Makeyev got a power play and short-handed markers, and Vitas beat Dynamo Minsk 4-0. And that's it for your KHL update. Do come back tomorrow though for 4 more games, including Salavat Vlada and Ogborsk vs Automobilist. My name is Andreas Sachenko. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.